Hello my friends, welcome to another watercolor tutorial. We are going to be painting some abstract watermelons today, and I know, well, maybe you don't know, but I have painted quite a few watermelons and different types and styles and ways to paint watermelons on my channel. So if you are very interested in watermelons, please look back and you will see them. But this one looked like a really, well, first of all, it was one that I haven't done yet. This technique by Onmar Win. And it seems very quick and abstract, and I needed just like a change in my tutorials. I needed something quick and fun, so this is what we're going to be painting. There are a few angles, obviously, that you can paint depending on how you're looking at your watermelon slice, but first I'm going to paint a wedge from like a bird's eye view. So I'm going to just paint like my center dividing line of the wedge, and then it'll, like you're painting two halves, right? So 1, 2, and I'm going to take a little bit of red and just fill the one side in. This is looking a little more pink than I want it to, so I'm gonna, the other side I took a different red that I have, and I'm filling that one in. And right now I know it looks like a whole bunch of nothing, but we'll see what happens when I'm done. So I'm taking a plum color. You can equally just take black. It'll do something very similar. And I'm just making one side a little bit darker. And you can even drop some of it on the other side too. Like, this is supposed to be abstract, so don't think too much into it. And actually I am going to take a little bit of black and just drop that in as well. And then we don't even have to wait until this dries. I'm going to take the color for our rind, or somebody told me what, I can't remember if a watermelon has a rind or the skin is called something else, but it's very simple. We're just going to paint a green border around this watermelon, with making sure to leave a tiny white gap. Like so. This looks too uniform for like the green. I should have made it even more abstract, but like I don't want this to be so there. So we're gonna let this dry because we're still gonna add the seeds that are gonna make it actually look like a watermelon, because right now it looks like the middle of a cactus or something, or like the mouth of a what's that plant that eats insects? Venus flytrap. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, so that's one angle that we can paint. Moving on to the next angle, I'm gonna do just a classic like non-3D wedge. So I'm gonna have my triangle, like this. I'm purposely like not filling it in properly. I want this to look abstract. That is the intention. Adding more red at the tip. I'm gonna grab that plum color that I used in the other one. Just apply it to part of it. I'm happy with that. I'll grab my green and adding the rind, skin, whatever that is, to it like that. Voila. Yeah, I like that, so I'm going to leave it this way, and we're gonna, oh, hold on, actually I'm just gonna quickly add that, maybe some black to this. There we go. Okay, now we can move on to our next style. So the next one is going to be like this one, except from the side, I think. So I'm gonna take the same red and paint there we go. Taking my red and just adding it in random. Like, I'm being so loosey-goosey with where I plop these colors down because I want them to just spread naturally and look very effortless. And the key, I think, is having more water than you typically have on your paintbrush. And then taking my green, and I'm gonna make the rind. Okay, it appears my camera battery died. So what I did is I made the rind on this one thin on this side, and as I moved towards the other side, I made it thicker. I was hoping to get a more 3D look from this, but I am not sure that I achieved that. I think I should have done something a little bit different, but it is too late because it is dry. I had to charge my phone. All right, what are we going to do next? There's, I think, one more technique that I want to try for this effortless look. So it's going to be similar to this, but more 3D. So how are we going to achieve this? I kind of did not paint this in a very opportunistic position. I'll paint it here. So we'll paint a triangle. And then join it with the curve. And then I'm gonna kind of try and make it look 3D by adding like a 3D element to there. And then our green is gonna come, it's gonna look like, I'm just painting it in pink, just as a guide for myself, but we'll go over it in green. So I wanna fill this part in. And then voila, very good. So I got out of my zone, so I'm kind of forgetting that this is supposed to be abstract and we're not supposed to be trying as hard as I am at the moment. But okay, that's fine. And now I'm going to take the green so we can paint the rind. So I'm just following the little pattern that I used that I painted in pink. And I'm not gonna, yes I am. I am gonna fill that in. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna fill it in. It's supposed to be abstract. I don't know if that looks that much different than this one. Maybe add a little bit of black in there. Okay, now I'm tempted to add just one more to fill this whole thing in. I'm kind of out of styles. I think we painted enough, so I'm just gonna do another one like this, except upside down. So there, and then taking my red, adding some of that, taking the plum color and adding that in as well, taking a little bit of black or brown, adding that in. Doop, doop. There we go. And taking the green again. I tried to do this guy like like something similar to this one, but make this part more angled to make it look more 3D, but I don't think that helped or did anything. Okay, so I'm gonna do paint our seeds now, that the other ones are probably dry by now. I'll just make sure not to do that one. So I'm taking some black watercolor here, and I'll paint some seeds on this bird's eye view one. So I want to make my seeds a little bit bigger as I get towards the center. And I will do the reverse on the other side, like so. And then on this guy, I'm going to have, some of them will even have red in, like I won't fill them in all the way. And then on this guy, I'll just have some closer to the edge. And so yeah, we're just using black watercolor to paint these little triangle shapes almost. And I don't know if this one's fully dry yet, but that's okay if it's not. We'll just go with the more abstract theme. Like that. Now, one thing I want to add is a little bit of a white accent on the seeds, and we are going really far into it by doing this, but why not? I have my white acrylic paint here. So I'm just using that to add a little white accent on some or all of the seeds. Just as small as I can muster. One here as well. Voila. Okay, that is, if you want to go even further, you can take black or a darker green and add like little, what do you call it? Lines on the rind. If you want to make it look striped and add texture to it. But I think I'm not going to do that. We're going to stop there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I think it's a really cute way to paint watermelons, really quick and easy, fun little summer painting project. Let me know what you think. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial.